Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. Oh, one of our favorite times of the week when we visit with the Blank Park Zoo. Teagan Roberts is here, educator at the Blank Park Zoo, with a very special guest today.
Yes, we have Pa here, and Pa is an Asian Forest Tortoise.
Okay.
They're endemic to Southeast Asia, so you'd be finding them in those types of countries. Unfortunately, we're not seeing as many of these in the wild. They are subject to the pet trade.
Oh, really?
And hunting in those areas, and they're losing habitat. So we're really excited to have the species and spread the word about the species and how we can help these tortoises in the wild. And one of those ways is to be a responsible pet owner and making sure that you know where your animals are coming from and that they're coming from reputable sources.
Right.
A lot of people, when they're looking for pets, they might think turtles or tortoises make good pets, but a lot of people don't realize how long they live.
They do live a long time.
Yeah, so this species in particular, it can grow pretty big, can get up to 55 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it looks pretty small right now, and when you go to pet stores, oftentimes you're finding young baby animals, and so you want to know how big that animal's going to get. They're also going to live over 100 years. So this species is said to live up to 150 years.
Seriously?
So
they're going to outlive you, everybody.
yes, you got to plan for those things when you're looking for a pet.
Yeah, like who's going to take care of them when you're not here anymore?
Exactly.
And I'm not lying. That you really do have to think, because there are other animals that people make plans for, like the macaws and things like that. The same type of thing when it comes to a tortoise. But I want you to take a look at his legs, because that's really cool, isn't it?
Yes, we were talking about how cool his protective layer is. So they are a reptile species, so he's covered in scales. He's got that special shell. We call those scales or areas on his shell the scutes.
Okay.
But especially on his arms there, you can see they're kind of studded and spiked. That gives him an extra layer of armor and protection. If he comes across any predators or feels spooked for any reason, he can pull into that shell, his mobile home, and feel safe.
But he's not a box turtle, as they say. He doesn't have a hinged flap or anything underneath.
He does not.
Okay, so he needs that skin, that armor to protect him, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, pull those elbows in front of his face and keep him safe.
That is really neat. So these are some of the things that you learn when you visit our very own Blank Park Zoo. And remember, when you buy an admission to the Blank Park Zoo, you're helping animals all over the world, aren't you?
Yes, a portion of every dollar goes towards our conservation efforts, whether it's those programs or things that we do here in Iowa.
All right, but you're an educator, so we're going to talk about how you can educate the kids, have some fun at the Blank Park Zoo at the same time. Let's start with the youngins.
Yes, I'm very, very excited for our classes to get started next week. We have classes for 1-year-olds all the way through 11-year-olds this fall.
Okay, let's talk about the first one here, the pollywogs. What's that about?
Yes, so pollywogs is a nature play class. It's a free-form class that teaches parents how to engage with their children in nature settings and how to bring nature indoors when we can't go outdoors.
Okay.
So that's a session class. You sign up for 4 weeks at a time, and it's for 1 to 2.5-year-olds.
Okay.
Then next we have our Zoo Tots and our Zoo Tots cooking classes that are geared for 2 to 4-year-olds.
Okay.
With Zoo Tots, it's essentially a preschool class where you get to engage with your child. And then our cooking classes, of course, you make a fun, tasty treat that looks like an animal.
Of course.
Yes. Our juniors classes is essentially you're growing out. We're not 2 to 4 year anymore. And we're actually restructuring that class a little bit to be more of like a field study class where we're going to get outside, we're going to get outdoors in the zoo.
Do a little exploring, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do a little bit more observation of our exhibit animals that way. Zoo Quest is a really cool program. It's more like a club for the kids to get involved in. So they're going to sign up for the fall and come once a month for this program.
Really?
And we're going to structure it like case studies. So they're going to become scientists. They're going to become mystery solvers.
Yeah, look at some of the dates that are coming. There's one coming up here in about a little more than a week.
Yes.
Yeah, so September the 6th, then October 4th, November the 1st, and then December the 6th, and it's a nice time period too, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. So this program in particular happens on Friday evenings. It's kind of a way for the kids to get out of the house, and maybe parents have time away from the kids on a nice evening where they can have like a date night, something like that, for sure. And we're gearing that one towards our like 1st through 3rd graders.
Got it. Okay. And then talk about the schools out safari camps. Now, I want you to think, even though school just started, there are going to be certain days where kids are going to be out of school.
Yes, we love our summer safari camps. We just can't get enough of them. And so we've taken a look at the calendars for our metro schools. We're taking advantage of those days off and offering one-day camps for those 1st through 3rd graders.
Okay, and these are some of the dates in October, but it goes all the way through April. So you have a chance to check that out. So just check the website out for more information. If people want to get more information about everything happening at the Blank Park Zoo, what's the easiest place they can go?
Yeah, so we're going to go to blankparkzoo.org or .com.
Or either one will work. Yeah.
Either one works.
Yeah.
And find us under the Education tab. You'll find all of our children and family programs there.
Okay, so Teagan, they're going to get a hold of you if they click on the Education tab and send you a note?
They can get a hold of me.
Okay, so there you have it, folks. That is Paul again. Paul, you did a great job. You know, you didn't zip around the table like you were earlier, so you did it. You did well. You did well there, Paul. You take care of yourself, and you take care of yourself as well. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of Iowa Live. Thanks, Teagan.